Back to school online security. That's our Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Avast, A-V-A-S-T, is privacy and security advocate Emma McGowan. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Fred.
Well, kids from preschool on up, it seems, know their way around phones and tablets and are spending a lot of time online. Let's talk about how families can make that time more safe and secure. First off, what are some things parents should be aware of?
Yeah, so the internet is a vital part of kids' lives today. From school to home, they see grown-ups and older kids going online with all kinds of devices, and they want to be a part of that world. So whether they're playing games or attending school or FaceTiming with grandma, kids are almost as online as we are. But, just like in the in-person world, your kid needs your guidance on how to navigate that digital world. And we know that sometimes it seems like they know more than you do, but you know more about being a person in the world, right? And while your kid might be an expert on TikTok, you're the expert on your kid. So that's where we like to start.
And they are really starting very young, it seems.
Yes, I think that is the case. I think we've got games and interactions and all kinds of stuff for all ages these days.
So what should parents know about securing the devices that the kids are using? Very often it's the parents' devices.
Yeah. So I think we all know that kids like to click on things, tap things, press things, right? So unfortunately, that's kind of where we get into a little bit of a danger zone. So one of the big ways that cyber criminals like to target people is through links. So links that are infected with what we call malware. So maybe you would call like a computer virus downloaded onto your phone or your computer, or links that ask them to enter personal information. And so what you really need to secure your devices against those kind of attacks is a really good cybersecurity solution. We have one called Avast One. It's an all-in-one deal. It covers cybersecurity, privacy issues. It does encryption. It's really a great system. And then with that, also just talking with your kids, setting some clear boundaries and rules around what we click on, what we look at, things like that.
Do you have any advice on the best ways for parents to talk to their kids about online privacy and security?
So it depends on age, right? Obviously, your very little ones, the conversations are going to be more about how do we know who is our friend? How do we talk to our friends? Things like that. They're not going to be on social media yet, but they will be eventually. So, or games potentially too. A lot of games are where children interact with strangers. So having conversations about how we talk to our friends, how we know who our friends are. And then as kids get bigger, we're looking at middle school. Most of the social media sites have a 13-year-old age limit on them. So you'll see that 11 and 12-year-olds obviously want to be there too, right? That's where their friends are. That's where the slightly older kids are. So then you're going to start talking about what information do we share with people on the internet, even if we think it's our friend, because we can't always know that the person on the other side is actually our friend. So talking about sharing images, sharing your birthday, that's a kind of a random one, but you don't want to share your birthday, your email address, anything that can be linked back to your actual identity is something that you want to keep really private. And there's also parental controls still. We can use those parental controls probably up through middle school. By the time kids hit high school, those aren't especially effective, but they're great for the younger kids. And we also like to talk a lot about passwords. So talking about passwords, probably starting in middle school, maybe make it a game, like who can come up with the silliest passwords. That can be a fun way to do it together and make it a little more interesting.
Tell us a little bit more about Avast One, the pricing and how this works and which devices it might work with.
So Avast one is great because it is a all-in-one solution for families, for parents. You can get it so it works on multiple devices, which is great. You can have it covering your phone, your tablet, your kids' phones, everything. It's an all-in-one solution with digital privacy built in, cybersecurity built in. We have a VPN, which is a virtual private network, so that encrypts your web traffic. And it's currently on sale with our back to school sale. So you can check that out at avast.com/back-to-school.
Very interesting. So that's the place to go, avast.com. They can get people can get more information about your full product line as well, I assume, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Emma McGowan, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Yeah. Thank you.